Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one is titled, Found Out My Wife Cheated on Me One Time 12 years ago when we were dating. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. We met online when we were 11 and had a relationship online for a few years, and finally met up when I was 16. During those earlier years, we talked every day on the phone and dreamed of meeting each other. When I was able to get a job and buy a plane ticket, I flew across the country to see her, and we had continued our online relationship, but in person. We never had any intercourse talks, but once we got together after about 5 days, would fool around and actually try to have intercourse, but failed to go all the way. Probably because of the inexperience, nervousness, and both of us not having any experience. We had our first kiss on the second night of being together, my first kiss. I flew back home and we talked for another 6 months until she was able to come visit me after her first semester in college. During the 6 months between our first meeting and that summer of her coming to visit me, she was in college and we drifted, as you'd imagine a couple would. I found out that she was drinking, partying, etc. I found out from her that she let someone F her during that time. I held on to that, knowing that was the truth. But it always was in the back of my mind if that was it. What guy would just F a girl if they're at college? Fast forward, she moved to my state, we got engaged, I was working nights for a long time, and about 6 months before we got married, I saw phone bills that showed her calling someone every night for hours. I found out that they were sending pictures and having phone intercourse. I left her during that time, and I was going to end the engagement, cancel everything. We talked and talked, we had serious discussions about how this was it. What did she want? What did I want? We worked at our relationship slowly and we got married. We had 2 children. We're happy. And we've been married for almost 5 years now. Like I said, I've always had this feeling bugging me and I just wanted to come out and ask her. Let myself breathe without the anxiety of wondering what happened 12 years ago. Did she do anything more? Was there anyone else? I approached her last night and asked her flat out, "Did you have intercourse with that guy in college?" And she said no. She refused to answer. Got mad at me for questioning her. She felt like I was attacking her. I have a way of knowing if she's lying, and I could tell something was off. I asked her and pleaded with her to just tell me the truth. She finally told me that she had intercourse with him and it was one night. One guy ever. There was no one else, and that she used protection. I believe her because the timings align with our issues and what I heard from her friends back then. My thing is that she doesn't seem to feel any remorse. She's actually mad at me for bringing it up 12 years later. I've tried to sit her down and tell her that I just wanted to know and that I feel better actually asking. But she can get defensive and was mad that I brought this up so many years later. She asked me why I was doing it, what my motives was. I told her I just want to be able to know in my heart the truth. I can understand her anger and see that it's probably reflected in words, and I'll wait for her to come around. My feelings are deeply hurt. I feel that I'm so stupid for having an issue like this. Why would I care about something so long ago? What about all of those other people who have effed other people before meeting their spouse? I guess I just felt that we were special. We were together since kids and a perfect story. I have these questions in my mind. Did it mean anything to her? Am I better? Do you want to be with me? Are you satisfied with me? Did you ever want to really tell me? Did it eat you up inside? And the OP has an update for us. This sounds like a horrible post, and I didn't want to bring it up, but this got a lot more responses than I thought. All of those issues that happened in the past, I moved past. I am over them, and I know that right now she loves me and she's sorry for what happened before we got married. We're meeting for dinner tonight to talk about everything. We had a big argument this morning because I told her I just wanted an apology, a hug, something to reassure me that she loves me. She hasn't done those yet. She's mad. But I told her that I need those, and that's where we're at. And the first comment says, you weren't in a committed relationship at that point. For a lot of people, that isn't cheating. And maybe that's why she doesn't feel remorse. Most people didn't even know their spouse 10 or 7 years before they married them. That said, it was her sin of omission that led you to believe something about your life that wasn't true. And yes, it may have been 15 years ago, but for you it is new, and the pain of knowledge is new, so it is going to hurt you now. But for her, it is distant past, and she committed to you long ago. Do you need to live with it? Well, what's the alternative? She can't undo the past. Keep it inside, don't bring it up, and try to make your peace with it. And if you need to talk to a professional, that's better than a lot of the other alternatives. And the second comment says, OP, let it go. You found out before you got married, and at that point in time, you chose to forgive her. If you were incapable of letting it go, you should have never gotten married. Now, 15 years later, you decide to bring it up again. That is BS. When you forgive someone, you don't throw it back in their face. Also, you said it yourself, you two were dating and drifting apart, as happens. It does not matter how you feel about the situation. The point is, you forgave her. If you had doubts, you should have communicated that to her. Let the dead stay buried. It is not worth scarring the relationship you now have over 15-year-old BS. And the third comment says, so you want to let this go, right? You're thinking 90% with your head and 10% with your heart, like you should, and realize your head is right. Let it go. Okay, so now the issue isn't that it happened or how you feel, it's how to let go. Every time it pops into your head, redirect your thoughts. Redirect them to something loving to your wife. If that doesn't work, try something mundane like work or what's for dinner. Keep doing this. Do not tell yourself not to think about it. Obviously, that doesn't work. Just keep redirecting those thoughts because you've already wasted enough time over analyzing and over stressing. Then, one day in the future, it will pop into your head, and guess what? You really won't care. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.